So one of the topics we will talk about is the executive order to return to work.
Welcome to the Cyber Content Podcast, where we talk about cybersecurity career development and everything cyber.
All right, welcome to an episode of Cyber Content. We discuss all things cybersecurity, especially as it relates to building and growing your career. So if you're trying to get into the cybersecurity space or you're already in the cybersecurity field, this is the right spot for you. All right, so today we're going to have discussions on various topics. So one of the topics we will talk about is the executive order to return to work. So if you've been living under a rock, you probably haven't heard the Trump administration has mandated that federal employees return to work. Now, I don't like the term return to work because it kind of insinuates that people were not working, right? So I think return to on-site or resume on-site work might be more appropriate for this discussion because people were actually working remotely. So return to the office or return on site is the executive order. Now, this mainly impacts federal employees. The government can't really mandate that contractors return to work, but this impacts contractors because some contractors will like to keep their contract. And if their federal client is on site, it only makes sense for them to also be on site to address the client's needs. Now, this doesn't come without challenges. So a lot of federal employees were hiring during the time of telework. And if you don't know what telework is, it just means working from home or working remotely. And so because these federal agencies were hiring a lot of people during the telework phase, now that they're asked to return to work, there is limited parking spaces, limited office desks. So they're running into issues where people don't have anywhere to sit. People don't have anywhere to park. It used to be that when you go to the office around 7:30, you'll have a parking space because you arrive early. But now it seems like you have to arrive like 6 a.m. just to get a parking space. And even at that time, parking spots are filled up. You have to like park blocks and blocks away. So that comes with its own challenges and impacts. So I'd like to hear from you guys what you think about the recent executive order to return to the office. I think a lot of government employees will lose talent because the telework has become a perk, and people have tasted the good life and seen, hey, I can be more productive working at home. I can get a lot of things done. I save money on my gas traveling to work and traveling back home. My mileage is not affected. So I think there are benefits to working remotely. And this return to office mandate is going to take people out of their comfort zone and also think about the people who had multiple jobs, right? Working remotely. You could have like 4, 3, or 2 different laptops at home working 2 jobs at a time. I don't recommend you doing that, but people were doing that. And this return to office mandate has kind of killed that opportunity for people. So yeah, there are impacts to these mandates. All right, next thing we're going to talk about is CMMC. So CMMC stands for Cybersecurity Maturity Model certification. So this is a certification that government contractors working with the DoD must have. So you must have some level of assessment done on your systems and your environment to make sure that government assets or government information, government data is secure. So if you have any federal uh, contract information called FCI, which by default, if you have a government DoD contract, you have federal contract information. If you have CUI, then you definitely need to have some level of CMMC certification. So this is a new, I wouldn't say it's a new trend, but it's coming up right now because they've enforced a rule that every contractor that has a DoD contract must meet these CMMC specifications. In the past, they did expect you to do it, but they were a little bit lax. But now they're being serious about it. So a lot of people who are making millions of dollars with the DoD contracts are at jeopardy of losing these contracts if they're not CMMC certified. So this presents an opportunity for cybersecurity professionals, especially in the GRC space, the governance risk and compliance space, to make some money. If you become a CMMC certified professional or a registered professional or a CMMC assessor, you could charge a lot of money. I'm hearing that you could do assessments and charge $30,000 assessment. And these guys need to have these assessments done because they will lose their contract. And it's not a one and done thing. It's something they have to continuously do. And so this creates an opportunity for those in the GRC space. So if you're looking to get into this CMMC business, definitely do your research. I'm going to try to post videos on my YouTube channel about CMMC. I am a CMMC registered professional or practitioner, so I'm able to consult companies on CMMC. I'm also in the process of trying to get my CMMC certified professional certification, so that way I can participate in CMMC assessments. So it's a good way to get money. So they have a whole ecosystem. You have you have the CMMC trainers, you have the CMMC people, parties that develop content, you have the assessors, the registered professionals. So there's a whole ecosystem, and you can find which part of this ecosystem suits you, and you can plug in there and start making your money. Next thing we're going to talk about is government contracts. So that's another way to make money as a small business or or an LLC or even just a cybersecurity professional. It's a way to make money using your talent and bidding on jobs for the government. All right. So you bidding on jobs with the government. So getting government contracts and doing cybersecurity work. I think this is a good way to make money. You could be the middleman where you go and bid on these contracts, and then you find a subcontractor or you find a small business that offers those services, and you kind of be the middleman. You make your money, they make their money. All right. So there are different avenues to make money. Now, the other thing we got to think about with these Trump administration, they're cracking down on DEI initiative, diversity, um, equity, and inclusion. So um, a lot of these contracts, I'm hearing stories about hospitals and different organizations who usually get federal grants. And in the past, one of the things they would put in the proposal for the grant is, oh, we're a minority focused entity or minority owned organization, or we've got diversity. And so now they're finding that a lot of these organizations are having to scrub those terms or terminologies from their proposals so that they do not get rejected for a government grant. So I think these things have an impact on government. So I was looking at an article by Schwabi, and they were talking about the executive order, and they were talking about how um, this order is going to impact affirmative action, is going to basically look at um, any type of preferential treatment to people of the different ethnicity, or if it deals with your race, your gender, and now they're also finding out that um, DEI does not just mean minorities, doesn't just mean LGBT, uh, it doesn't just mean um, race, but it also impacts veterans. All right, so a veteran is also considered a DEI. So a lot to think about here. So let me know your thoughts if you have any about any of the topics that I raised today. We like to grow our community. We like to keep people informed. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. All right, on to next time.
Hey, if you're interested in any of my cybersecurity videos, here is one I would recommend for you. It's the Information System Security Officer Training. This course comes with tons of videos, a CAP, which is the Certified Authorization Professional Boot Camp. It comes with quizzes, comes with a certificate of completion, resume template, ebook, monthly live Q&A sessions, the ability to ask questions as well and get a response back in 48 hours. Also has interview prep and job prep. So this is a power-packed course. For more information, visit www.cyberfirstacademy.com. Thanks. Don't forget to subscribe and like. We're also on IG at CyberFirst Solutions. Thank you.